Good evening, everybody. I have about a half an hour. Change this a little bit. Okay. So I was looking at an X account and I was following this guy, and he's really funny. I think he is anyway. I saw a post and I was trying to find it on the his X account, but I can't seem to find it. So I have to share the screen. Yeah, this is him. So he had a post where President Trump just sent more money to Israel on top of what we are already billion a year that we are required to send, that we have a contract with to send. He just gave them more money, and I am trying to. It says it's having a hard. Warning, your connection is unstable. Please wait while I try reconnecting. Okay. So, I mean, I'm just like speechless about this whole Israel thing and why we are giving them so much money when we are in debt and we have issues in this country. I just don't agree with this anymore. And I was watching another YouTuber, and he's right. We need to say something to President Trump. We, as a group, as a whole, people that are aware of this need to let President Trump know that we're not happy about this. I just want to shut the light off. Well, at least I'm not happy about it, that's for sure. And I know that there are others that are not happy either with this money going over to Israel and other places, and now the Ukraine. And I mean, this is just, I just, I don't even know what to say, but we're going to read some of his things that he is posting, and he is, pretty much criticizing President Trump. There is a lot that I agree with him concerning President Trump's policy with Israel, in particular, but the others as well. So this is what he had to say. What is it? A couple of days ago, another victim of the Israeli chokehold on the West, an American citizen fired for refusing to fight a foreign country's agenda. Check out the campaign below. A Palestinian police officer in Alabama stood against Zionism, against his own administration in the university he worked for. He faced discrimination, retaliation, and termination. Attention. Well, you know what? This is what's going on here. Okay. Adam, Trump may create an alternative to G7 without Europe. The proposed Core Five would include United States, China, Russia, India, and Japan. This is the way the world is going. He could. Let's see. Europe has no idea how cooked we are. No idea. No industry, no resources, no gold, endless war, vassal to a superpower that uses us up and spits us out, enemies to the superpowers that our economic future depends on. The EU plus the UK is led by a bunch of donkeys. Who's we? I mean, where is he from? French President Macron attacks China. What a dumbass way to do diplomacy. How about instead of meekly and uselessly threatening China to do business with us, Europe just invites them to be a business partner. Trump plans to restore Russian energy flows to Europe and invest in Russian industries, including nuclear plant powered data centers to rewire Russian economy. Oh, now we're going to help him out. First he tells Europe not to buy oil from Russia because of the war with the Ukraine. Now it's a different story. This is how his presidency is going. This is how his presidency is going. NATO Chief Rutte calls on Europe to be prepared for the scale of war our grandparents and great-grandparents endured. Some people think we're in World War III. Justin, 40 minutes ago. The US is preparing to pirate more Venezuelan ships and steal the oil. This is funny. Iraq, weapons of mass destruction, Venezuela, drugs. Eh, I mean, that's what it seems like. Pirates of the Caribbean. I like that one. Who's this? Melania? Okay, I guess she has something to do with it. Oh, this is great too. 42 minutes ago, BlackRock CEO Fink has joined Witkoff and Kushner at the Ukraine negotiating table. This is a carve up. All wars are bankers' wars. Yeah, these are not the people that you want negotiating. These are terrible, just terrible. This is just bad. It really is. Denmark labels the United States a potential security threat. You know what? This is what needs to happen. I was saying this, I don't know, yesterday or the other day. I wish Europe would start with us, with what we are doing in Israel and everywhere else. This has to happen. I believe this has to happen because people need to know what is going on here. I have never seen our country put up as a security threat. I've never seen Denmark. I mean, that's really something. The same people telling you, excuse me, to drop the Epstein case and trust the feds are telling you to drop the Charlie Kirk case and trust the feds. Israel doesn't have enough shekels to bribe everyone in the world. And unlucky for them, most people aren't pedophiles they can entrap and blackmail either. This is why they will lose. Simple math. This is Eurovision. Apparently, I don't know what it is, some competition, singers or something. A lot of them have dropped out because Israel was invited. So apparently the guy who won in 2024 has given his trophy back. So it says, this is an hour ago, the official statement of Nemo, the winner of Eurovision 2024, announcing they are returning their trophy in protest of apartheid Israel's 2026 participation. The contest was repeatedly used to soften the image of a state accused of severe wrongdoing, all while the EBU insisted Eurovision is non-political. And when entire countries withdraw over this contradiction, it should be clear that something is deeply wrong. Israel is a UN-recognized apartheid state and a UN-recognized occupier. It is currently annexing the land of 3 countries. The UN has also documented an average of 5 Israeli apartheid attacks against Palestinians each day in 2025. They need to be banned from everything until the apartheid ends. And you know what? It has to happen in this country too. They need to start. Other countries need to start, the Europeans and whoever need to start boycotting the United States as well because of our alliance with Israel. And if President Trump is not going to listen to the will of the people, then I guess it's just going to have to come, I guess, from someplace else because people need to speak up about this. More people need to speak up, and they are against Israel. And now there's going to be more propaganda. And I did my live this morning showing how 1,000 pastors went to Israel to get somebody put it as brainwashed into Israel's agenda to push pro-Israeli propaganda on to these pastors that were vetted to make sure that they're not going to cause any problems and that they go along with what Netanyahu and Israel wants. There were 1,000 of them, and their plan is to increase it to 100,000 when they get back here, if I think they are here. And President Trump is involved in this as well. This is all President Trump is worried about. And then I showed on YouTube how the Jews, maybe not all of them, but some of them, it looks like the Hasidic Jews are spinning every time they see like a nun or a procession with a cross. They know obviously they're Christians. That's okay for them to do those things. okay, and to disrespect our religion, the Christian religion, whatever denomination that might be, Catholicism, Protestant, or whatever. But we in this country have to bow down to these people while they spit in our faces. There's something wrong with this picture. It's just, there's just something wrong with this. And President Trump is a Zionist, and he's probably brainwashed as well. If he's not brainwashed, then he's bought out by AIPAC and Miriam Adelson, period. And that's what it is. Absolutely vile that they even got included, talking about a UN recognized apartheid state occupier that's currently annexing. Yeah, well, they did. So on the same day, Trump, here it is, well, part of it, passed a $1 trillion war budget, the largest ever, stole 1.1 million barrels of Venezuelan oil, sent another 650 million to Israel and 800 million to the Ukraine. No deep state arrests, no Epstein list. What a scam MAGA was. Yes. This is terrible. I mean, this is just terrible. Let me see if I can share this. I'll share it later. Oh, here's Mike Huckabee. U.S. Ambassador Mike Huckabee, who conducts meetings with Israeli spies convicted of stealing U.S. secrecy, says Israel did not attack Qatar. They just sent a missile. Okay, unfortunately, there were some people near the strike. How about Iran just sends a missile to Tel Aviv? Yeah, this is bad. You know, something I never thought that it was going to go this way. I never thought. They deserve to live by the rules they make. Yes, totally. This is terrible. This is just terrible. This is a cover-up. Kash Patel shuts down Charlie Kirk foreign intelligence probe and explosive feud with Trump's counterterror chief. This is unbelievable. And the FBI, on top of that, the FBI has also threatened Thomas Massey's staff because they won't be quiet, not about Charlie Kirk, but about the Epstein files. How do you like that? You know which country is involved with that. If they go into these lengths to do whatever they can to protect Israel. Every single person below hates Candace Owens and believes the official Kash Patel narrative about who killed Charlie Kirk. This is not a coincidence. Don't lose your credibility teaming up with them. Oh, of course they do. They're covering it up. And these are all Zionists, by the way. They're all Zionists. Laura Loomer is in there. Oh, yeah, she's one of them. Cat Turd says Candace investigating who actually killed Charlie Kirk makes her worse and more evil than Dr. Fauci, who he says killed millions. Who he says, okay. All the worst people want the Charlie Kirk case burned. You know something? There is something more to that than what the FBI is saying. That there has to be. Israel killing Charlie Kirk is one of the worst PR disasters for the apartheid state in its entire history. Anyone working hard to back up Kash Patel and the feds to protect Israel here will be coming across suspect. Roseanne Barr threatens Nick Fuentes 3 hours ago. You're going to be begging the Jews to help you, down on your knees and repent like Kanye West, mother effer. How come only one group is allowed to make threats like this against their critics? That's right. And I talked about that this morning as well. They get to do whatever they want, say whatever they want, end thousands, hundreds of thousands of lives, innocent lives in Palestine. And that seems to be okay. Nobody says anything about it in this administration. Now President Trump just sent more money to Israel on top of what we already give them. I mean, and then he wants to, President Trump, that is, and the Zionists want to kick out Thomas Massey, and they have successfully done it with Marjorie Taylor Greene because they don't take AIPAC money. So this is turning out to be very messy, in my opinion, and this is not how I envisioned President Trump handling making America great again or putting our country first. This is not putting our country first. I don't know what this guy is doing, but this is just not good. Randy Fine, my opinion, again, if Randy Fine, Valentina Gomez, etc., don't get threats like this from prominent and rich Muslims. Oh, by the way, Allah is also the God of Abraham. I don't want to get into that. Israel has completely lost the information war. No amount of shekels can fix this. Oh, gosh. The Israeli flag is literally a call to genocide and ethnic cleansing. It should be banned. If Israel falls, then America is next. Candace Owens, did America not exist before 1948? Their lies don't work anymore. 21 hours ago. Yeah. Yep. Who is this? Yeah. Breaking. A photo has emerged of Erica Kirk with Benjamin Netanyahu's son, Yair Netanyahu, in 2019 in Israel. Now she's talking Hebrew on daytime TV, attacking Candace Owens and defending TPUSA, who have been caught lying. She's in on it. She was Charlie's handler. Wow. Wow. Oh boy. Mark Levin, if you reject Israel, you should be deported. This isn't their plan. They've already achieved this. Anti-Semites already get deported. They're coming for the First Amendment next. Mark Levin and his an entire ilk should be tried for treason. I wish. I wish. I wish. I really do. I really do wish that this would happen. Adam. Trump proudly announces an act of terrorism and piracy. The U.S. stole an oil tanker from Venezuela bound for Cuba. Oh, it was Cuba. The aim is to starve Cuba of energy and worsen its blackout crisis. This is pure evil. The peace president has made the U.S. a terrorist state. That's because he's hanging around Netanyahu and Israel and the Zionists. And this is what happens when you hang around people like this. This is what happens. This is just terrible. And I have to go on in about 15 minutes. I think he sent me the link on his podcast, which is Fall River Media News. And, I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to bring this up. I mean, I'm just going to make people aware of this, and people need to speak up and tell President Trump that enough is enough. This is enough. Like, seriously, this is enough. I am just so done with this crap. This is not America first. This is not what I want. And I don't know what it's going to take to get President Trump to understand that this is not what 77 million people voted for. At least that's not not me for sure. I don't know about the others, but I think more and more, I'm not sure. I really don't know. When he starts talking about the economy, it's a different story. But when he starts with this crap and the foreign policy with Venezuela, Israel, and the Ukraine and everything else, this is just ridiculous, sending them more money. I am so sick and tired of this. All right. I have to get going, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.